Choking can happen to people of all ages. Although food causes the majority of choking injuries in children, it is also common for young children to put small objects like coins or toy parts in their mouths. Children with special needs are also vulnerable to choking injuries, so taking certain steps to prevent choking is critical. Harold Jones is a teenager with a cognitive disorder. He has a tendency to explore objects by mouthing them, so even though Harold is older, the Joneses have to be especially careful about choking hazards. The Jones family makes sure that there's nothing around the house that their son could choke on. Lucy Davis faced a similar challenge when her children, Billy and Cindy, were younger. Lucy also took special care to avoid having small toys and objects around her house that either child might put in their mouth. One way Lucy determined whether an item was a potential hazard was to place it through a small parts tester or toilet paper tube. If it fit through the opening, Lucy knew it was a potential choking risk for her young children. She was also especially careful to avoid giving either child any small, round foods such as hot dogs, candies, nuts, grapes, carrots, and popcorn without her supervision. These foods can block a young child's airway and cause them to choke. When Lucy's kids were younger, she paid close attention to buttons on their clothing and plastic eyes and noses on their stuffed animals, which the children might have been able to choke on as well. Now that Lucy's children are older, she regularly reminds them to eat slowly and chew their food thoroughly. She also makes sure to tell them not to play, run, or jump while eating. To recap, here are some important steps to avoid choking injuries in your home. Test small objects using a small parts tester or toilet paper tube to find out whether they are a choking hazard. Avoid giving children small, round foods. Keep small items, toys, and toy parts away from young children and older children who continue mouthing objects. For any family, taking the proper precautions to prevent unintentional choking is an essential part of ensuring a safer home. For more safety information, go to safekids.org.